We are in the final part of our Slide Master module, and this is where I'm going to show you how to set up your personal template as your default. What I'm going to do is I'm going to show you how to pin that template to your taskbar so that you can click on it anytime you want to use PowerPoint, and it will automatically open up your personal template. I'm using Windows 10 on my computer, so I'm going to show you through Windows 10. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to go to the location where our template is stored, and we put that in our custom templates. So let's browse out to there. Here's our custom templates. Here's the one I created. So I'm going to do a right click on it. And the first thing I need to do is I need to create a shortcut. So I'm going to create my shortcut right here. I could do a right click and say send to desktop, and it would create a shortcut of that template there, and I could double click on that and have it open my template that way. But I have my desktop clear and I want to add it to my taskbar. So now that I have my shortcut created, let's go ahead and highlight it and do a right click. This time we're going to go to the bottom and click Properties. Once we have Properties open, we're going to come to the Target area, go to the very beginning of our target and type in Explorer. Put a space, and now let's change the icon so it's not using our folder icon. I'm going to change the files that I'm looking at to image, res.dll, and now I'm going to choose an icon that I'll associate with that so I know when I see that icon, that's my template. So I'm going to choose this one, say OK, click Apply, say OK. So now I've got my shortcut all set up. I'm going to do a right click on it, and this time I'm going to tell it to pin it to the taskbar. If we come down to my taskbar, here's my icon, and it's my themes template. So if I click on it, it takes me directly in to the template that I set up, and now I can start creating my new presentation. Now if I want to clean up my system a little bit, we can go back down to this folder and we can delete this. Deleting it will not remove it from my taskbar. It's still there, and if at some point I do want to remove it, I can do a right click and tell it to unpin it from the taskbar. So that's how you can set up PowerPoint to open up a template as your default template. Now using this icon does not mean that I am stuck with just this template when I open it up. I can still come to File, go to New, and I've got all my options still available to me. I can come to my personal, choose one of my other personal ones, go back to my featured, I've got my blank template, I've got everything I need from here. So all it's really doing is opening up that template for me. It doesn't take away any of my other options. Let's go back and do a quick review of our Slide Master. In part 1, we discussed the Slide Master tab. So if we go back into our view, come to Slide Master, we've got our Slide Master tab, and this is where we could edit our master, either insert a Slide Master, insert layouts, delete or rename anything. We could come into the master layout, insert placeholders, add titles and footers. We can edit our theme from here, change our background colors, effects, and so forth, and also change our slide size. In part 2, we went over adding themes, backgrounds, fonts, and placeholders to our Slide Master. We always want to make sure that if we're making changes that we want to add to the entire presentation, that we do it from the Slide Master itself and not from one of the layouts. Changing a layout theme or changing fonts and so forth within one of the layouts will only change it in that particular layout. So always remember to start at the top and everything will trickle down. In part 3, we went over adding our page numbers, changing our page number location, and adding our footers. And that is done through the Insert tab. We're still in our Slide Master, but we come over to the Insert tab, we come to the text group, we've got our page numbers, and we've got our header and footers. You notice each one opens up the same dialog box. In part 4, we went over saving our Slide Master as a template, picking the location for our template so that it was available when we clicked on New Personal, and that's done through Backstage, File, Save As. We click Tools, Save Options. We picked our default personal templates location. We copied that. We pasted it in the top. We told it we were doing a template, and we gave it a name. And then finally, in part 5, I showed you how to take your template and pin it to your taskbar.